Welcome back to the Crypto Market Updates channel. Unfiltered, unrehearsed, uncut, and so far undoxed. I had my mic turned off, back on, so we're back on schedule. Today is the 20th of July, 6/16, a little bit later than I hoped, than I expected to be, but I'm here. So welcome everybody who manages to join now or after the recording. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that's been happening. That's most recent news on Luna Classic, which is kind of disconcerting, but it's been a very odd couple of years, really, for cryptocurrencies. Strange things happening, and I've got some very interesting info to share with you. So make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel, and because that helps to push the content forward out onto YouTube algorithm, and that's much appreciated. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the markets. Bitcoin dropped below 30,000. That's problematic. Market cap currently stands at 1.25 trillion. It's a 1.2% up apparently. But Bitcoin broke down below 29,000, which is problematic. There's a mosquito here that's flying around and bugging me. Ethereum at 1800, it stands in green. XRP is pumping in green. XRP is also a problematic coin, 82 cents. Everybody's hyping it, but it's a bit of a controversial coin, and I'm going to go into that as well. Although I did mention several times on other live streams why I think it's problematic. Cardano up 11% in 7 days, which is nice to see, back at 32 cents. Solana is pumping 20% in 7 days, and Dogecoin is up 8%. That's the first 10. Coin market cap shows the same. We've got, what is market cap? 1.2 trillion dollars. Trading 24-hour trading volume stands at 30 billion. It's still down, way down from 75 million. I guess people were aping into XRP a few days ago when the announcement was made, and so that's why the volume spiked to $75 billion in trading volume. And now, right now, it's gone back down. Bitcoin dominance hasn't moved. It's at 48 and ETH at 18%. Right, okay, so I don't know if you've been following what's happening with Luna Classic. Some of you may have not, many have. Luna Classic has built a massive community, and despite the fact that I'm not very active in terms of development, actually not active at all in terms of development, because obviously I'm not a developer, I do support the community, and I do hope that it pumps the hell out of everybody and everything. If you don't know what Luna Classic is, it's the failed Luna token that launched in 2020, I think, and made headlines over a very short period of time, and then saw its USDT stablecoin, native stablecoin, depegged from the US dollar and plummet to significant depths. The depths of hell, and never to recover, never to be seen from again. The dev team, DOXXed, has been on the run, and he's been captured in Montenegro, I believe, and detained on some bogus charges, on something completely unrelated to what happened. People lost billions of dollars in investment in the Terra Luna ecosystem. And of course, DOXXed, the person who was responsible for everything, I guess, questionably, was detained, like I said, on some bogus charges, but never really, spent time in jail. The reason for that is because, he made billions of dollars for certain people here in South Korea, and Korea is the epitome of, getting what you need to get done, as long as you know the people in the right places. So DOXXed is not going to face any significant repercussions here. for that very reason. But so and in the meantime, there were news on I don't have these right now, but there were news on him moving billions of dollars in assets from one account to another. This was even after the dump, after the fallout of Terra Luna in the USDT coin. So what's happening here? Luna Classic Layer 1 Task Force proposes USDT repeg testnet and DeFi wallet. This is what was planned for in June 22nd for the foreseeable Q3, I think. They were talking about Q3. Layer 1 joint task force revises the Q3 spending proposal. Another new proposal introduces USDC repeg testnet. New products, including a DeFi wallet and mobile app, are up for voting. The Layer 1 joint task force penned 2 new proposals for the embattled Terra Classic community. Q3 proposal shares key dates for the ongoing development work on the network. Firstly, the version 201 parity upgrade kicked in smoothly with the CosmVasm version 110, now guaranteeing parity between Terra Classic and the other Cosmos-powered blockchains. Secondly, the Layer 1 joint task force devs proposed a new testnet, which includes a market module for the malfunctioned stablecoin Terra Classic USDC. After another community proposal, L1JTF members Superman, Till, Z, Vink, and Gavik are also willing to implement the Alliance module in Q3, which adds new optional features for interoperable Cosmos chains. According to the new proposal on Commonwealth, the task force developers expect to prevent death spirals by using capital controls and safeguards. At the same time, the testnet's progress will be closely monitored ahead of the mainnet. Bringing Terra Classic blockchain up to date with other Cosmos-based chains might bring extra utility and that the struggling blockchains needs. Mr. Diamond Hands 1 on Twitter says Army Luna Classic Army L1 Task Force revised. Anyway, so a lot was planned for Terra Luna Classic. A lot was planned, and a lot of work was being done. The upgrade, Binance supported the upgrade just yesterday, I believe, yesterday or a couple of days ago, on the 18th. Sorry, so that was 2 days ago. On the 18th, Binance supported it, and that's what happened. And then just July 19, just barely a month after the announcement of all the work that was supposed to be done, Terra's Luna Classic task force members resigned, citing safety fears. DOXXed L1 joint task force members push for immediate resignation. The Terra Classic community is in two minds about the future of Luna Classic. The malfunctioned USDC stablecoin spiked 31.5% in the last 7 days. The embattled Luna Classic community has become accustomed to many trials. Very poetic. So basically, these guys have been doxxed, and what doxing is the exposure. For those who are non-familiar with the term, I wasn't, so I looked it up. Where's the explanation of doxing? What is doxing? Right here. What is doxing? Doxing, also spelled doxing, is the act of revealing someone's personal information online. Doxing is a form of online harassment that means publicly exposing someone's real name, address, jobs, or other identifying info without a victim's consent. The aim of doxing is to humiliate, bully, harass, and otherwise harm victim. So the members of the Luna LUNC army have been doxxed. That means that their personal documents have been released. So where they live, pictures of, I don't know, anything, kids' phone numbers, addresses, and all these things. And these are people that were trying to work to revive, dying chain. While Do Kwon, the person who is responsible for the collapse, is still rolling in money left and right, and you know, nobody knows anything about him. Not as much as these guys may be facing. Have you heard anybody trying to dox him? No. Some people came up to his door, knocked on his door, and now he's being charged. He managed to run away with the billions of dollars that he stole, or you know, presumably stole or not stole, and now he is facing some stupid as charges on fake documents or fake passports in Montenegro, which is preposterous, right? Like, who cares? That is not the main problem of Terra Luna Classic. Just a second, I'm trying to find so yeah, Happy Caddy Crypto posted a video just recently talking about that. So check out Happy Caddy Crypto. He kind of breaks down, it doesn't really break down, but basically announces that you know, this would happen, that the team has been doxxed. So check out Happy Caddy Crypto. I'm sure he makes a lot of interesting videos on crypto. Maybe give him a follow as well. Terra Station, he's heavily into Terra Luna Classic. So there you go. But here's an announcement by the Luna Burn Army. Basically, that's the team that's stepping down. Luna community, please find a resource update for the L1 task force at the following location below. We're going to look at that in a minute. But due to concerns to recent events and effective, immediately I have resigned my position with the L1 task force. Frag Dude has also resigned his position effectively immediately. So from what I understand, these two identities were right now the biggest developers, the people who have done the most work on Luna Classic to date, and they have been doxxed. They have been basically threatened, and as a result resigned, because obviously they don't want to put themselves out in that way. I would like to thank all the Luna Classic community and validator community for making the past 2 quarters a success. Wishing everyone all the best and look forward to the future success of this project. It's strange to see this happen. Luna Classic News, Terra Classic developed team proceeds for USDC repeg to revive price to $1. So this doxing occurred a very short time after it was announced that the task force is planning on repegging, and USDC pumped 35%. It still has a long way. Right now USDC I think stands at like 0.0008 or something. USDC. Let's have a look. No, not even. 0.01. So it's almost 2 pennies. So it pumped to 0.17, and then it's been in decline ever since. This just happened recently, and all of a sudden these guys are getting doxxed, and the team is getting destroyed, essentially, stopping and possibly even reversing the development that has been done so far on the Terra Luna Classic blockchain in order to revive it, right? So that's sus. Terra Luna Classic dev teams resolved to an UST repay quest for a price rebound. Here's what you need to know. In a bid to revitalize the Terra Luna Classic ecosystem, core developer teams are taking decisive steps toward the USDC repeg. The joint L1 task force and Redline Drifter-led quant developer team have come together, recognizing the importance of reviving USDC's value and indirectly boosting Luna Classic price to the community's desired target of $1. That's problematic. So you have a dead chain. Have you heard of Terra, the Terra chain that was developed literally right after, the day after Terra Luna Classic, or the original chain, died? The new Terra 2 was launched, like, I don't know, I don't know, it feels like it was a day after, probably a little bit longer than that, maybe a week, but it was ridiculously fast. And now Terra is doing horribly. Terra right now stands, let's see, Terra. Luna, 63 cents. It was $6 at some point when the airdrop was happening. Terra was at 6 cents. Sorry, $6. There's a 325 million supply, and basically max. Look at this. So it launched. Terra was worth $10, and it just crapped out all the way down to 60 cents, and it will never recover again. Basically, it was, you know, kind of a wishy-washy, offhanded dispersal of from a thief that stole millions of dollars from people and kind of give them new fake tokens just to shut everybody up so that people would step away. Now everybody is stuck in Terra. Now they're stuck with, you know, with two dead tokens, the Terra Luna Classic, on which development was supposed to take place, and the teams were working hard to make it happen. And now they're also stuck with the dead Terra chain, who nobody cares about. It's probably hated by more people than it's you know, revered by. And now the Luna Classic dev team is getting doxxed and basically have to step away, which means, like I said, it's gonna stop hinder development. L1 Task Force Resource Update. Over the past several months, much has been achieved with updating the blockchain. Cosmos SDK and Tendermint have both undergone major version upgrades, and the blockchain has achieved WASM parity. However, due to recent events where the L1 Task Force has been blackmailed and has had sensitive personal information released to the public without their consent, with a heavy heart, Frag and LUNC burn army have resigned effective immediately. Family safety and security come first, and this decision was not made lightly. Of course. Next step, surplus Q2 funding will be sent back. So basically the funding that was given to these developers will be sent back. That's all it says. And Vin, G, Gavig, and Superman will remain in Q3. Hopefully they don't get doxxed, and the development will continue, however slowly, but it will continue, and hopefully good things will happen, will continue to happen. Let's check out the Vin, maybe give him a follow. Yeah. Why not? LUNC Burn Army and Frag wish to thank all of Luna Classic validators for their professionalism and support through all the upgrades and the community. So I'm interested to see what will continue to happen to the Luna Classic development. Let's wait and see. Luna Classic Development Fund Validator. This is the team that was basically managing the funds that were meant to pay the development, for the development or revival of the Luna Classic chain. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, hop over to Twitter. You can find me here under Crypto Market Updates YouTube. I try to post updates on a regular basis. I post all my videos that are here, and some other updates that I come across that are important. And so on. Classes Crypto will burn 100% commissions as validators have stopped burning, contributing to the Luna Classic burn campaign. So there's a lot of stuff happening on Luna Classic. So, but sadly this happened. So what's interesting is, you know, there is another video posted by this guy here, Money Rules, and he talks about this weird thing that just happened. Something weird just happened. He talks about the biggest funds, investment banks or whatever. What the heck are they called? Oh, okay, there's one more. Zarada confirms he will be available if needed by the Terra Luna Classic Team 1. So Zarada, former Terra Classic team developer Tobias Zarada Anderson recently disclosed that he would be available if needed by the L1JTF for development. In a recent conversation, Tobias Zarada Anderson, the former developer expressed his willingness to lend a helping hand to the task force if the need arises, despite the his controversial departure. So there was help coming to the Luna Classic revival ecosystem. Help was coming, and now it looks to be like people are going to be shying away a little bit, and I guess that's the point. So what this guy, how is this connected? How is anything connected, really?
Cryptocurrency exchange that's trying to launch. And it just so happens to be backed by some of the largest companies on the planet. They are Charles Schwab, Citadel Securities, Fidelity, Paradigm, Sequoia Capital, and Virtual Financial have all apparently pushed their money together to create.
So all these companies, Money Rules, check him out too. Very interesting videos. And basically, his standpoint is that these companies have come together, and so while FTX and Terra Luna were FTX and Binance and Coinbase were being attacked by the SEC. In the background, these companies were talking about the development of a new exchange that they were going to launch, which is called the EDXM exchange. And that's odd. The EDMX exchange, let me just organize myself here a little bit. I think I need that. All right. EDMX exchange. So a group of the biggest financial institutions in the world are backing the newly launched digital asset market EDX exchange, which will offer just a small number of cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Those are really the only four that they are offering, and these are exactly the four that have not been listed as securities by the SEC. So while the SEC is, bombarding all the cryptocurrency exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, and FTX, which went bust, and basically creating a lot of FUD around XRP and all the other cryptocurrency tokens, coins, causing prices to dump. These companies, Charles Schwab, Citadel Securities, Fidelity, Paradigm, Sequoia Capital, and Virtue Financial, are conspiring to create an exchange that happens to fall exactly under the expectations that the SEC has set. And then, of course, we've got the ETF applications that are launching from BlackRock. And what that means is that these companies are going to have been scooping up Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies at super cheap prices, and they'll be selling them. And they'll be selling them for profit. And so the exchange, EDXM exchange is, let's have a look quickly here. It's basically meant for, I don't want to take your cookies, for institutional investors. EDX Market is a new digital asset marketplace designed to meet the needs of both crypto native firms and world's largest financial institutions. So this is not an exchange that is aiming to provide financial help or financial services to the retail investors. It's meant to, they're trying to scoop up the big chunk of the market and sell it to financial institutions, not individual investors. So that's something. And so that, at the same time, you've got the failure of Luna Classic. I don't know how related it is, but I mean, it's all in this whole sphere of war on crypto, war on the retail investor, nobody wants the retail, the big institutions don't want the retail investor to succeed and make money. There were too many overnight millionaires who came from nowhere to new money, and that does not stand well with the banks and financial institutions, because people, money equals freedom, and there should be no freedom. There can't be any freedom in a society that is controlled by money, which is in turn controlled by a small number of institutions. And so this is where XRP comes in, the Ripple ledger, XRP ledger comes in as being a controversial project. XRP blockchain still faces centralization caveats as Ripple regulatory threat recedes. Ripple scored a partial win against, so we know what happened, but basically Ripple has been working with banks, with centralized banks, to create CBDCs. And I don't know how many of you know what CBDCs are. I've talked about some of them in the past, but CBDCs are central bank digital currencies, which in one of my past videos I played a short video, are meant for the banks to have control of money, know exactly how much people can spend, and also reverse or stop or reverse the issuing of money to individuals if banks deem these individuals as not fit to have access to their CBDCs, to their money. So yeah, so that's problematic. There's more articles here. Crypto exchange backed by Citadel Securities Federal Schwab starts operations. EDX markets won't directly handle customers, digital assets, or directly serve individual investors. They will not. They're going to deal with institutional investors, big money laundering operations, with big backers. A new exchange in town with big backers. See, that's what's happening. EDX crypto exchange goes live, offering Bitcoin and Ether trading backed by Schwab and Fidelity. So if you are thinking about what cryptocurrencies to invest into, these are the ones. Bitcoin, if you haven't heard, and Ethereum. In the last live yesterday, I talked about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin in terms of its market cap, which is possible, and there obviously has been. So these companies must have invested heavily into Ethereum and Bitcoin and all the Litecoin, as well as Bitcoin Cash. By the way, Litecoin halving is happening in a few days, so you can expect. Right now, I think Litecoin stands at what was it, $90 a couple of days ago. Let's see if it pumped $92. Yeah, but you can in 92, it dumped 92. Yeah, okay, but you can expect a massive pump coming up soon. I can foresee it. I foresee $24, $54. So even if they bought in here sometime in June 2022, which they most likely have been doing, this ETF business and the exchange, building the new exchange has not happened overnight. This is something that's been ongoing, so these guys are making money hands over fist. All right, let me spare you this flipping back and forth. I got a lot of tabs open, man, a lot of articles, lots of things to talk about. Yeah, okay, but we're gonna close it up here. So keep that in mind. Luna Classic was on the way to recovery and it was doing good. So if you are a Luna Classic supporter, then make sure to support the team, because there are bad players, man, and bad forces at work, and they don't need good things to happen for the average Joe, the retail investor. So let's support each other, support this channel. Make sure to smash up the likes, share this video with a wider audience. Make sure to let the YouTube algorithm know that this is an important video, that this channel matters. Thank you for your support, and I will see you tomorrow on Thursday. Friday, on a Friday, bright and early, around 6 a.m. Seoul, South Korea time. Thanks again for tuning in, and be safe out there. Bye-bye.